When I was younger, my dad and I would like to go outside at night and look up at the stars. I was intrigued at what else the universe held. In the summer of 2016, I took a trip to see Boulder. I toured the campus and even got to see the planetarium show there. That really inspired me to choose my senior project. I wanted to learn how a planetarium worked and how we could give the audience an amazing show like they did for me at Boulder. From that moment on, I knew that my passion was learning about the universe we are in. Towards the end of my junior year, we started looking for service sites that we would be interested in. I did not know a senior who had volunteered at the Museum of Natural History and Science Planetarium, so I didn't have anyone to ask what it was like. I went in for an interview, and a few days later, the volunteer coordinator said she couldn't wait to see my potential. I met my mentors Jim and Jeff and started shadowing one of the work studies. I got to tour the whole planetarium and see how it all actually works. My first couple of days on my senior project was a bit overwhelming. I had to learn which buttons did what, how the system worked, and lastly, I had to learn some of the scripts. For the first few months, I observed the style that the work studies had. I started off collecting tickets and doing 15-minute talk shows while slowly working on my script. I had a goal to host my own 45-minute Enchanted Sky show, so I needed to learn more about the universe. I took an Intro to Astronomy class and took that knowledge and applied it to my senior project, more specifically to my script. Doing a show all by yourself can be challenging, and of course I would get nervous. I knew how to communicate with people, whether I liked it or not. With that being said, my first show was a little rough. It ended after 25 minutes when it had to be twice as long. I knew I had to fix it, and I had to ask myself, what can I add to make it longer? What will make my show different from the rest? I was scared to ask for help, but I soon learned that it was okay to ask for help. I stayed motivated. Weeks later, I was asked to do another show. I was confident that this time my show would end after 45 minutes, and it did.
Hello and welcome to the Planetarium. My name is Jennifer, and I will be hosting today's show. Before we get started, I have some house rules to tell you guys. We ask you to put away all electronic devices. No food or drinks in the planetarium, but bottled water is fine. Keep your feet off the headrest in front of you. And if you need to leave during the show, please use the handrails to exit out of one of the top two doors. However, this is a closed show, so once you leave, you will not be able to come back inside. With that being said, we can get started with our show. Right now, we are flying through space faster than the speed of light, and each speck of light you see are clusters of stars. But we should probably start somewhere familiar.
From that moment on, I hosted shows twice a week. Each work study at the planetarium has their own planetarium page, and now I have all the buttons that I need for my show. I even had my mentor help me change a button to personalize it and make it what I specifically wanted. I had another goal, and it was to host another planetarium show, but in Spanish, since I am bilingual. I asked my mentor if it was possible, but unfortunately all the times were taken, meaning there wasn't a time that would work. Communication is a really important factor in my senior project, since I do host shows. I need to communicate with the audience, and I try to have the audience communicate with me. Every day as I walk into my senior project, I check in with my mentor and tell him about my plans for the day. My skills of communicating with others have grown, and I am more comfortable talking to adults as well as with other people. I have the opportunity to help with other events, such as the laser shows that were hosted in October, the 5,000 Soul Days on Mars, talk to Larry Crumpler, who is a part of the Mars mission with his rover Opportunity, and many more. Volunteering at the planetarium has given me the opportunity to study the night sky and see what else the universe holds. My experience has not changed what I initially thought my passion was. I knew since when I started that my passion was astronomy and about the world around us. Learning and presenting my knowledge of the night sky to groups of people has only made my passion to grow.